Sometimes when you get back out in the world, when you're this new version of yourself, it can feel very lonely and treacherous, maybe chaotic. And that's because this new version of yourself doesn't resonate with the rest of the world. For example, I'm on this camping trip, and right now I'm back in my original hometown in Buffalo, New York, and I lived here for 13 years. And it almost saddens me to be here because I don't resonate with that old version of myself. Even though there's tons of good memories here, there's also tons of bad memories. So this new elevated version of myself, and if we do another video on quantum jumping, quantum time leaping, it doesn't resonate with my new reality. So everything feels very emotional almost. So I think back to these memories and I'm like, wow, that person who did all these things is not here right now. So it's very unreal. It feels like an illusion almost. And I've realized that as I've been traveling the past week is every new place that I'm in, it either feels right or something feels off. And that's because I don't resonate on an energetic level anymore. I've raised my frequency, I've raised my vibration. So when you become the new version of yourself, don't expect to go to old places or do things you used to do and feel the same exact way. Because all your feelings and emotions, if you've healed and you've gone on the healing journey, are going to change. You know, we evolve and grow over time. And I was just having this conversation with my mother on the way here. I was taking her to one of our old hiking spots, and I was like, I almost feel sad being here. It feels strange. And even though this is an amazing, beautiful place, I'm here on the lake and it's absolutely gorgeous, it still just doesn't feel good. And it's okay. And that's what I realized because I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, I can't wait to get back to Florida. Even though I'm on vacation, I'm thinking about going back home to Florida. And I've learned a lot on this trip so far that, you know, when you become that best version of yourself, even though you can feel sad or, you know, think back to all these old fun times, old memories and old places you've lived, it's not the version of who you are now. You know, who you were in the past is not who you are today. So I continue to push forward, even though some of these things can feel overwhelming, sad, can feel chaotic, because I know that this place that I want to be in my life is not in the distant future. It's right now. It's happening right now. We're making the moments right now. The only thing that exists is the present moment. Past and future does not exist. So continue pushing on your healing journey. Continue pushing through the uncomfortable moments, because we know that the more uncomfortable you get, the more you're going to grow. The reason you don't grow is because we get stagnant in our comfortability. So get out there and get uncomfortable with all the things that you've always wanted to do. I have this trip coming up when I fly back to Florida here on Monday. I have a trip coming up. I'm going to Austin, Texas, and I'm going to do some whitewater rafting and all these things I wanted to do. And I was hesitant to do it at first. I kind of was like, maybe that doesn't resonate with me anymore. I always loved Austin, Texas, but maybe this new version of myself doesn't like Austin, Texas. Like, who knows? But I still have to try. I still have to see if I do, because I could have a great time. And even if I don't have a great time, even if I waste $1,500 going, I still learned. I still learned a lesson. And that's what's most important on this healing journey, is that you learn. And the only way you're going to grow and get better is by making mistakes. Just like in business, the only way to become successful is through your failures. That's it. That's the only way to become successful, is you have to fail. You have to make mistakes. You have to continue to grow. Growth comes from the downtimes. Growth comes from the pain. So keep making mistakes and learn from them and keep growing. It's one thing if you continuously make the same mistakes over and over again, but you can change and you can grow into this amazing person by your pain and by your suffering. That's why most people fall off the healing journey or do a little healing work, go on a small isolation, maybe for a season, maybe 2 seasons or 3 seasons, but they don't stick to it because it's a lot of pain. And something I realized recently was The reason the healing journey is so painful is because you're healing your entire lineage. You're healing your entire lineage. You're breaking generational curses. Like, think about that. If you're healing yourself, you're healing your entire lineage line. So you're taking on a massive amount of pain and suffering, right? That's why it's so difficult. That's why it's so painful. It's not just you're going on the healing journey to heal you. You're healing everything. You're healing the world, essentially, because by you going on the healing journey, you're changing the entire world, whether you realize it or not. So that's why I encourage all of you, even when in those crazy, difficult, hard times, you continue to push, because at the end of the road, it is going to be so blissful. It is going to be so enjoyable. You're going to have the best version of yourself, and you're going to look back at all that pain and all that suffering, and you're going to be so grateful that you went through it, that you went through the struggle, that you went through the chaos, and you came out on the other side the most authentic version of yourself. So don't give up on yourself. Continue to do it. And if you've been in an isolation season for a while now, just know that it will feel uncomfortable getting back out into the world. It's not no cakewalk, because you're a new version. You don't resonate with a lot of things. I don't resonate with going out to restaurants and eating shitty food. I don't. I'm in my 30s and I've had health issues in the past, and I was a former bodybuilder, and I've always been pretty health conscious. And now, I've tried going out to eat and having greasy foods and pizzas and this and that. And it just makes me feel like absolute shit. Maybe every once in a while it's okay, but it's not who I am anymore. So I get asked all the time hey, let's go out to eat. Let's go here. And I'm just like, nah, it's not for me. And then I go out to eat and I see tons of people drinking and being idiots and being stupid. And the energy, because I'm super empathic, I can feel that and I take it on. I'm still learning to master my own energetic bubble and to not absorb other people's energy, which is very difficult for me. So getting out in certain settings doesn't work for me. And that might be something you'll see on your healing journey, where you have to be very strong in setting your boundaries. I know that I can't be in that clubby atmosphere. I can't be around a ton of people drinking. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel horrible. I went out to eat with a friend 2 weeks ago, and we were at this beach restaurant, and there was a live cover band playing Van Halen and music I love, and I used to go to concerts all the time, and it was so loud. I had to talk over the band, and my voice was so shot, and it was just annoying. I was like, I just want to have a conversation. I just want to have a conversation. In my 20s, I'd have been like, yeah, let's go out. Let's go to a concert. Woo, let's have fun. And now I'm just like, I just want peace. I just want serenity. I don't get peace when I'm going out to a show and everyone's drinking and I have to, change out who I am for the result to help other people feel comfortable with themselves. I'm not going to do that. So I encourage you guys not to do that either. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Leave some comments, like and subscribe for more content, and I will talk to you guys soon.